This is, of course, the Skoda Kodiaq, Skoda's first 7-seat SUV, and well, it's really rather good. Now, a lot of you have been asking about the practicality and the boot of this car, so let's get straight down to it. Well, first things first, although it looks pretty chunky, in terms of dimensions, it's not actually that much bigger than an Octavia estate, apart from, well, the height, obviously, which means that it's not so bad in a multi-storey car park or on the school run. But what's it like in the back? Well, you can have your Kodiaq with the headline 7 seats, or you can have it with 5 if that suits you better. Now, naturally, the one with 7 seats is going to have slightly less boot room than the 5, but with 5 seats up, there's still 630 litres of space, and with all 7 up, there's a usable 270 litres, about the same as you get with a Ford Fiesta. Not just that, but items are easy to load thanks to this flat lip. There's lots of slidey seat flexibility stuff, and with all the seats down, there's a mega 2005 litres of space. That's more than an X-Trail, more than a Sorento, and even more than an X5. Climb in here and there's loads of space as well, with those large exterior dimensions translating well to plenty of space on the inside. There's lots of head and leg room for passengers in the middle, and the low headroom in the rearmost seats is a bit tight. They are a lot more livable than most other 7-seaters. Now, we've said before that interior quality is another Kodiaq high point. It used to be that if you owned a Skoda, you might get slightly sniffed at, but if ever there was a car to blow out the cobwebs of old stereotypes, this would definitely be it. Everything's just so nice. Fit and finish are all high. Plastics are all soft surfaced, and there's lots of nice little trim bits as well, like these chrome highlights and these sort of glossy wood bits. As standard, it comes packed with lots of kit as well, with even the entry-level Kodiaq getting things like LED daytime running lights, keyless entry, DAB radio, plus Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This range-top and SEL model, which comes with the 7 seats as standard, also gets extra bits like larger alloy wheels, cruise control, dual-zone climate control, full LED lights and rear parking sensors. There's no reversing camera, which is a bit of a pain in a car this big. However, it does come with the latest version of the Volkswagen Group's infotainment systems. Along with integrated sat-nav, it also comes with all sorts of neat things like real-time traffic updates and an in-car Wi-Fi hotspot that lets passengers browse the internet when you're on the move. It's even ridiculously priced, with the entry-level Kodiaq available from just £21,565. SEL starts from £30,650, while our test car has a couple of choice extras that pushes the price up by about £1,500, but it's still great value considering the amount of car that you get. Now, we have previously driven the Kodiaq before, so I won't spend too long on it, but this car comes with the 148 brake horsepower 2-litre TDI diesel, which I think is probably the best all-rounder in the range. It's got plenty of torque, plenty of pulling power, 340 Newton meters in fact, and it can hit 0 to 62 miles per hour in a fairly respectable 9.5 seconds. However, Skoda says that it can also return up to 51.6 miles per gallon, and though probably somewhere around the mid-40s is more realistic. If you want a bit more power, you can have the 187 brake horsepower diesel, but it is a little less efficient, while the petrol options don't really feel like they suit this car. They're a little bit too weak. As standard, it comes with a 6-speed manual gearbox, which this car has, although many buyers will probably prefer the 7-speed auto, and I would recommend it, although the manual does the job well enough. It's certainly a very nice car to drive as well, comfortable, composed and refined, although not much of a driver's car given its size and bulk. This particular model comes with the optional dynamic chassis control, which does make it feel a little bit more capable whenever you're pushing it hard if you select sport mode. Although for £980, I'm not really sure it's a worthwhile addition, particularly whenever the standard car drives fine just out of the box. It's not really as confident on the slippery stuff as some rivals, thanks to the fact that even 4-wheel drive models like this one tend to prioritise the use of just 2 wheels in order to save fuel. But that said, when do SUVs tend to get used for anything more challenging than just mounting the curb these days anyway? The Skoda Kodiaq is one of those rare cars where there aren't really that many drawbacks with it at all. Okay, some of the entry-level cars can be a little less well-spec'd than the others, whereas some of the higher trims can get a bit expensive, but apart from that and the slightly underwhelming petrol engines, that's just about it. Overall, it's a hugely impressive, comfortable, spacious, well-equipped and good-to-drive large SUV that will fit all the family and then some. It's also pretty good to look at as well, so well done, Skoda. Anyway, if you would like to know more about the new Kodiaq, you can click on the link that's on your screen now. To watch another video, click the other link, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for 2 new videos each and every week.
Yes!
I'm gonna get hay fever so hard here, man.